Doris in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hey, Doris. Thanks for listening to Sirius. If the note here is right, you have the same question I do. You're on the air.
Oh, hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm well, Doris. I hope you are too.
Good. Two things real quick. I'm reading The Crash of 2016, and it's excellent.
Thank you.
And I'm telling all my family members, friends, everybody that I talk to buy the book and read it.
Thank you.
It's such a great education.
Thank you very much.
But I want to just Sandra Bland, just a few things. Because I'm an African-American woman, and just watching that video, I feel she may as well have been in the Mississippi Delta. I'm wondering, and I don't know if anyone's brought up, where is her cell phone, or have we heard anything? Oh, we did hear something about her cell phone. But I believe that the police officer, once he came back to the car with her driver's license and whatever, you notice he asked her, are you okay?
Yeah.
Then he paused. And then this is when he brings up the thing about, please put the cigarette out. Well, the cigarette didn't have anything to do with anything.
Well, actually, between those two things, he asked her if she was upset, and she said, it's an entirely appropriate thing to say, yes, I'm upset. You pulled me over when I was just trying to get out of your way. I'm paraphrasing here, but you pulled me over when I was just trying to get out of your way, and now you're giving me a ticket for pulling over when I was just trying to get out of your way. And I think anybody would be upset, but I'm not going to stop you from doing your job. It's your job. Go ahead and give me the ticket.
Right.
And that's the point at which he goes ballistic. And I'm suspecting that that's also the point at which she picked up her cell phone and thought, maybe I should record this, although this is pure speculation on my part. But I'm wondering, where the hell is her cell phone, too?
Yeah, well, not only that, if you watch the video, when he starts yelling and telling her he's going to pull her out the car, and she says, when she told him she was going to call her lawyer, if you listen to that,
yeah, I heard that.
He reached in to grab her, and I think this is when I'm going to light you up, and it just exploded. But what I'm saying is, I believe that he made a calculated decision when he told her, put your cigarette out. She was in her car.
Right.
And so the cigarette had absolutely nothing to do with what was going on. I think it was just so he could assert his authority. But once she was questioning, why would I have to do that? That's when it went downhill. But I believe that once not only that, I thought to myself, I wish she had not walked behind the car. I mean, he told her to. You notice he had the taser pointing at her. I don't think it was the gun. I think it was the taser.
It was, yeah.
Once they walked out of sight, and then you heard the tussling, and she's yelling, "You're hurting my wrist," and whatnot. I believe that once they got to the jail, I think there's a possibility because she obviously, and he knew, and you could tell by listening, she knew her rights.
Right.
He never did answer the question as to why exactly she was being arrested.
At one point, he actually said, "You're being arrested for resisting arrest."
Yeah, thank you.
Which makes no sense.
After he provoked the whole thing.
Right.
I mean, I think that everything was intentional.
I do, too.
He wanted to figure out some way to get this young black girl.
Yep.
But I think that she may have threatened them with a lawsuit. I think someone made a decision because there's no way that she committed suicide. I think everybody there, everybody involved, whoever the people on duty, whatever, everyone should be subjected to a lie detector test. And the timeline from the time they got her into that jail until I'm hoping the Department of Justice steps in because I believe the sheriff is involved, the arresting officer, and there may have been others there who are complicit in what happened.
Yeah, and who knows what might have been on her cell phone that might have been, exculpatory for her. Or indictable for them. And maybe the only way of getting her cell phone away from her was to take her to jail and take it away from her.
Yes, but I believe that I believe most people were able to see what happened and understand he did not do anything to de-escalate.
No.
And I tell you, she was okay initially. But once he started this heavy-handedness, but I think the whole point is that he resented the idea that this young black girl was questioning him.
Yep.
And he's understanding by listening to what she's saying.
It was the third uppity, as the guy over on Democratic Underground, Fred Smith, was saying. Doris, thank you. Thank you very much for calling.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 202-536-2370.
So we've got a terrorist cop who's still working. How does that happen? We'll be back.